SpaceX employee just leaked insane new Starship vehicles. The SpaceX Starship is destined for greatness. It is the first spacecraft that can be quickly reused because its hardware is not thrown in the water or burned up. It can land and be refueled before taking to space again. This Starship is set to sail deeper into space than anyone has ever gone before, and a SpaceX employee has just disclosed some insane new information from the starbase. So what is this exciting new development? Let's find out. Hey everyone, welcome to the Tech Universe. This is the place to introduce you to the marvels of the universe of technology. We provide you data and facts from the world of technology that are informative as well as exciting. So to never miss an update, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. That being said, let's begin. Elon Musk is well known for launching surprise attacks on the world with concepts that are relevant to our vision. He has returned with a new facet that he claims will astound the entire globe. It's the brand new Starship. Musk's commercial spaceflight enterprise, SpaceX, was founded with the idea of making existence multiplanetary. He claims that sending humans to other planets like Mars could keep civilization going in the event of a disaster on Earth, such as a massive asteroid wiping out the planet as we know it. In 2019, Musk stated that the course of history could be split into two ways. One option is that we stay on Earth indefinitely, after which there will be some sort of extinction event. The alternative is to evolve into a spacefaring civilization and a multi-planet species, which Musk believes is the best path to take. The SpaceX entrepreneur has repeatedly expressed his desire to build communities on Mars, to become self-sustaining. He believes colonies would require a big number of people. He hopes to achieve this amazing progressive vision with his Starship rocket. Starship's primary mission is to transport people and cargo to the Moon, Mars, and other far-flung destinations, as well as execute a range of other missions. Musk, for example, has stated that the vehicle will someday transport passengers on ultra-fast point-to-point excursions on Earth. The Starship features a big spaceship on top of a large launcher known as Super Heavy, which is being built at a Texas location known as Starbase. CEO Elon Musk announced that SpaceX will produce and launch Starships from Florida during a February 10, 2022 update event, all but confirming that the new site will be a new Starship factory. In summer 2021, SpaceX stacked the two stages for the first time. Both these stages can re-enter the atmosphere and be reused, lowering costs. On regular low-cost trips, the complete spacecraft will be capable of carrying 100 metric tons of cargo and people into space. A video from inside the reusable spacecraft Starship, and the one we've been discussing, has been leaked. The interior of the massive spacecraft appears to be impressively vast in the video, which is said to have been leaked by a SpaceX employee. Inside the prototype, there are also steel tanks, known as COPVs, or composite overwrap pressure vessels, that are used to house high-pressure gases. Musk envisions a fleet of over 100 Starships assembling in Earth's orbit every 26 months to head for Mars when the planet is closest to Earth. Each of them has the capacity to transport 100 people. Even with SpaceX's Boca Chica facilities' rapid expansion, it appears unlikely to happen very soon. Scientists are now imagining what they might be able to accomplish with the Starship. Jennifer Heldman of NASA's Ames Research Center published a report earlier this year that looked at some of the scientific relief that could be removed by the trips to the Moon and Mars with this space vehicle. One significant advantage is that this could carry full-sized equipment from Earth, eliminating the need to downsize it to fit into a smaller vehicle, as was required for the Apollo lunar trips. You could, for example, bring a drilling rig, according to Heldman, as we do on Earth. You could drill down a kilometer. That would pay for incredible access to the Moon's and Mars' interiors, where ice and other important reserves are thought to exist. He goes on to argue that such a concept was previously considered ridiculous, but you could do it with Starship and still have room to spare. Since this space vehicle can return to Earth, it will theoretically be able to bring back enormous quantities of specimens. The enormous volume of material that may be returned from a number of places would provide Earth scientists with unprecedented access to extraterrestrial stuff. This could help to explain a variety of puzzles, such as the Moon's volcanic past or the topic of life and astrobiology on Mars. It wouldn't be surprising if Mars took a backseat to more pressing problems. After all, the health repercussions of a Mars expedition are still unknown, but it appears that colonization is feasible. SpaceX has already been tapped by NASA to provide the human landing system for the upcoming Artemis moon landing. The plan is for the HLS Starship to rendezvous with the Orion capsule in lunar orbit, where the crew will transfer to SpaceX's vehicle. Once the surface operations are complete, it will descend to the Moon and return astronauts to orbit. It's also possible that the space vehicle may be employed for space tourism. Elon Musk has promised Yusaku Maezawa, a Japanese internet retail entrepreneur, a journey around the Moon in 2023. It may also make high-speed voyages between Earth's many destinations. He claims that this space vehicle would one day be able to transport people to places in the greater solar system, including gas giants like Jupiter. For the time being, this remains a long-term ambition. In order to achieve all of these goals, SpaceX must apply for and get an experimental permit and a vehicle operator license from the Federal Aviation Administration or FAA Office of Commercial Space Transportation to operate the Starship and Super Heavy launch vehicle. The FAA considers public safety problems such as overflight of inhabited areas, including payload contents, national security or foreign policy concerns, insurance requirements for the launching carrier, and potential environmental impact when evaluating a permit or license application. The review was intended to be completed by December 31st, 2021. The organization, however, pushed back the expected completion date to February 28th, just days before the deadline. They cited that they need to engage with other agencies and examine the thousands of public comments received in reference to the draft assessment, which was released in September. The agency said on February 14th that the final report will be delayed once more, this time until March 28th, to allow for more comment review and interagency interaction. Elon Musk is unlikely to be surprised by the timeframe shift. He, for example, claimed during the February 2022 livestream Starship update that the business had received a sort of a rough estimate that an FAA license could come in March. If that happens, don't anticipate Starship to make its debut orbital attempt for a long time. During the Starship update, Musk stated that SpaceX is currently planning to have regulatory permission and hardware readiness at the same time. Of course, permission isn't the only possibility. The FAA may decide that the activities at Starbase require an environmental impact statement, which is a more thorough and time-consuming evaluation. If that's the case, Musk said the first Starship orbital test flight will most likely take place from NASA's Kennedy Space Center on Florida's Cape Canaveral. They have environmental approval to launch from Pad 39A, but Musk believes that the worst-case scenario is that they will be delayed for 6 to 8 months, while the Cape Canaveral launch tower is built and ready to launch. From Pad 39A, SpaceX has already launched a number of missions, including cargo and Crew Dragon capsule trips to the International Space Station. However, Starship necessitates a larger launch tower. SpaceX hopes to launch Starship from numerous sites in the future. During the Starship presentation, Musk mentioned that the company is altering 2 deep-sea oil rigs to act as launch towers for the massive vehicle. To date, Starship prototypes have made a number of test flights from Starbase, although they've all been short flights with a maximum height of roughly 6.2 miles. Obviously, the forthcoming orbital mission will travel higher and farther, and it will be the first time the Super Heavy is officially used. The FAA's statement coincided with other major SpaceX and Starship news. Billionaire Jared Isaacman stated that he had booked 3 space flights with the business, one of which will be the first ever crewed Starship voyage. Isaacman is a frequent SpaceX customer. Inspiration 4, the first ever all-private crewed mission to Earth orbit, was launched and commanded by him using a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket and Dragon spacecraft. In September, Inspiration 4 launched, taking Isaacman and 3 other people on a 3-day orbital journey. What are your thoughts on this insane new Starship? Do you think Musk will finally get his approval from the FAA by the end of March, or what are the chances that the decision may be delayed further? Start commenting on your answers right now. With that, we've reached the end of today's video. Thank you for watching our video. We hope you liked it. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and remember to hit the like button, turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever we release a new video. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.